Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Hopefully this is going to be a treat. This is Ipswich Oatmeal Stout. This is a 7%er. They're out of Ipswich, Massachusetts. And it says on the side here, brewed exclusively at Mercury Brewing Company, Ipswich, Massachusetts. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the same guys that do clown shoes. Unfiltered, naturally brewed. It says 6.7% alcohol on the bottle, so evidently they kicked it down a couple notches from what Rate Beer and Beer Advocate both have 7% listed for this beer. It is an oatmeal stout, so that means it should have a nice creamy mouthfeel to this. At 6.7%, it's not a big beer. Shouldn't be boozy. Should have some nice coffee and cocoa flavors in there. Maybe a hint of some dark fruit. We'll see. Commercial description says our award-winning stout is rich and malty with hints of chocolate and coffee. It is what espresso would be if it had the gumption to be a beer. Makes a great dessert or meal. That's what it says here on the commercial description. Food pairings for this beer: Jesus, earthy camembert patina. And since it is a stout, it goes well with your chocolate dishes, and the meat is shellfish and smoked meat. Glass for a pint becker, not a tumbler mug, style of Sidell. I'm going to use the dual glass for this one. And it says not recommended for extended sourings. I don't know why you could sell this beer. I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't keep 3 to 5 years anyway. There's no reason, unless it was a hop forward beer for this style, which is an oatmeal stout, why you could not. If it was like a 4%er, I would say no, probably not. But being almost 7%, I would say yeah. I don't see why you could not sell this beer. So let's get the cap off. Very nice cap on this one. Got the big, I don't want to call it a sailboat. It is a ship with the sails and stuff on it. So it says since 1991, so these guys have been around for a while. Let's get it in the glass. I'm anxious. This comes from Scott. Thanks again, brother, for sending me this. I've not seen this particular one. I can get some of the clown shoes beers here, but I have not seen this one here. Let's go down the center, see what we get. And I don't know if it has a date on it or not, guys. We'll find out here shortly. That's enough in the glass for right now. With that pour, about a finger of head. Over into the light, there is none. It is pitch black. Like a stout should be, guys. Looks good in the glass. Looks very good in the glass. So let's get a nose on it. See what we got. Definitely got the roasted malt in there. Maybe it's a hint of some oats in there. Smells very creamy. We'll see if it tastes creamy here shortly. Maybe a hint of some coffee. It's not big in the coffee, I don't think. Now it's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. Now that coffee flavor may come out a little bit more as it warms up to room temperature, which we will let it do. And the cocoa is definitely there. Smells pretty good. It's that time. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Scott. Thank you, sir. Oh yeah. That's damn tasty. Not getting any alcohol. I'm getting more coffee in the taste. The more I drink it, the more I'm getting the coffee. Coffee, chocolate, roasted malt. Nice mouthfeel from the rolled oats that they use. And as I'm sitting here, staring at the back of the bottle, I'm seeing a date on it. It's very hard to read. Bottled on 01/30/14. So this was done in January of 2014. The end of January. So it's already been in the bottle almost 11 months. So this beer will sell her. There's no reason why this beer would not sell her 3 to 5 years anyway. Maybe even longer if it's sold correctly. No, it's tasty. Don't know if I'd want to sell her it longer than about 5 years, being at 6.7%, but it shouldn't go bad. That was a very tasty beer. Well, let's let it warm up and see if it changes any, and we'll come back and do the final chug and pour the other half of this bottle, and see what she thinks of it. And we'll be right back. I might even have to fire up maybe I'll fire up a Drew Estates my Uzi weighs a ton cigar to go with this one. What do you think? I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Been sipping on this probably about 45 minutes or so. The other half loved it. She likes these stouts like this, especially the very well made ones like this one is. It's very tasty. The roasted malt and the cocoa and the coffee, everything comes together very well. Like I said, this one's been in the bottle almost 11 months now, so it's had a little time to combine and mellow out a little bit. It's very tasty, guys. Let's do the final chug on this one, and I'll give you the final comments and grade on this one. The only way this could be better would be bourbon barrel aged. Yeah, buddy. Cocoa. It's more like a bittersweet chocolate than a milk chocolate or anything like that. The coffee, the bittersweet chocolate, just a hint of some dark fruit in there. Not a lot, but just a hint of some. Roasted, the malt, the rolled oats, it gives it a nice creamy mouthfeel. Very, very pleasant. Very, very pleasant. Like I said, I've not seen this particular version down here. Scott, thanks again, brother, for sending me this one. Like I said, pretty sure that Mercury Brewing, who does this, is the same guys that does the Clown Shoes beers, and I like most of them. I mean, they do some pretty good stuff. The one we did the other day from them, the Undead Party Crasher, was very tasty. So I like this one. I liked it a lot, guys. It's got the bottle on date right on the side of it here. It's kind of light, hard to see, but still, it's there. So they've stepped up to the plate and are dating the stuff. So it's very tasty. It's definitely worth picking up if you're into the stouts. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 since it's got the date on the bottle. It's worthy. It's definitely an A beer as far as I'm concerned. Just my opinion, but I do think it's an A beer. So let's go see what everybody else thinks. We'll go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 93 in their outstanding range. It is an outstanding beer. It's definitely definitely worth picking up if you're into the stouts. It's pretty tasty. It's not an imperial stout, but it's right at the door of being an imperial. I don't know what the cutoff line or I mean, if it goes above 7%, I don't know exactly where it turns into an imperial stout. But naturally brewed, unfiltered ale. And there's an award-winning beer on top of that. So it's very tasty, guys. So over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 97 and 97 in the style. I could not agree more. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, it would probably be a 97 or a 98. That's where I would put it too. So very tasty. So if you've had this one from Ipswich, there's no T in Ipswich. Ipswich. IPSWICH, no T in there, so it's not switch, I don't think. Ipswich, I think is how it's pronounced, I'm not sure. Anyway, That's how I pronounce it. If you've had it, let me know what you think of it, guys. I enjoyed it. It was tasty. Thank you, Scott. Do appreciate it, brother. Let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow, guys. If you got time, stop on by. We'll check it out together. See you then.